Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really easy recipe for you all, and this one is for a corned beef pie. So if you guys love meat pies, you all are absolutely going to love this one, and it's a super easy recipe to follow. Today's recipe is being sponsored by Alston's Marketing Company Limited with brands such as Frank's Sauces, Bragg, Target Corned Beef, Lucima Pasta, Squeezy, French's, Caribbean Dreams, Naturally Almond, and Presidente butter. So let's jump straight into this recipe. Let me show you all how easy and how amazing this one is going to be. Now we're going to start off with making the filling, and it's going to be the same filling from my lasagna recipe. So we're going to saute all of our aromatics, and if you guys saw the lasagna recipe, you can skip or fast forward through until I start to fill the pies. So all the aromatic goes into the pan, seasoned with salt, and allowed to cook until tender crisp. Next, we'll open one tin of Target's corned beef. And of course, as always, if you wanted to double or triple this recipe, you can, and all of your ingredients will be listed in the description box down below. When opening the corned beef, my best tip is to take off that paper and then use the key and roll it really tight to make sure that it rolls in a straight line and it opens that can properly for you. Then this goes into your veggies, and you're going to break it apart into the veggie. And we're going to cook this for about 8 minutes. You want to make sure it's properly cooked, and you don't want that filling to be too wet, because the puff pastry that we're going to use, it will get soggy if your filling is too wet. Now, as always, I'm going to add in some spinach, just like we did in the lasagna video. And I promise you, you're not even going to know there's spinach in there. It just tastes so perfect in this. Bell peppers are also a great addition for this recipe, and it's just a great way to hide veggies from kids, because kids would love this, and you're hiding the veggies by cutting it really small, and they're going to just gobble it down. So set that aside, allow it to cool down completely, and then we'll fill our puff pastry sheets. I'm using store-bought puff pastry sheets, and I'm just going to cut it into the size that I like. So I'm going to cut it in 4 pieces. You can cut these smaller and make bite-sized pieces, so you can make appetizer portions if you're serving this for Thanksgiving or for Christmas. So you can even cut that into 4 more and get 8 pieces, so smaller bite-sized pieces. Put about 2 tablespoons, or how much you would like, on 1/2 of the puff pastry. Make sure when you're using your puff pastry, you keep it as cold as possible. You see how it's nice and cold? You can tell that it's still pliable, but it's not soft. So you want to press that down. I'm going to fill 1 more for you to see. And fold over and press down. And you can also use a fork to crimp the edges. And you can find store-bought puff pastry. You can check your local bakeries. They could sell you it. You can also try Price Mart or Massey stores, any of those bigger stores in Trinidad. Or if you know someone that does pastry and has their own little mom and pop shop, you could always order it from them. But if you're in the US, it's readily available in most grocery stores or Restaurant Depot. You can get a big box. To 1 egg, I add in some milk, and I'm just going to whisk that to create an egg wash. And we're going to brush these over the pastries. And you see that I have it on a silicone mat. If you don't have a silicone mat, put it on parchment paper. And this goes into your oven and bakes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes until they're brown and puffed up. Allow them to cool down slightly and then listen to that crunch. These are so amazing, so easy to make, and a perfect hors d'oeuvre / appetizer to try this holiday season. Be sure to pick up your corned beef and all ingredients seen here at your local supermarkets in Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you to AMCO for sponsoring this recipe. Try it and let me know down below what you think. Bye everyone.